Okay, so welcome to the at-home edition of science class today. And the target that we're going to be working on is that you're able to use some evidence and your own brain to explain how special structures in a plant affect the probability that it's going to be able to reproduce, which means make more of itself. So we're going to start with some common plants that you may have in your kitchen right now or in your cupboard. And we're going to be taking a look at, could you explain to me why that plant is so good at what it does, making more of itself so that we can eat more of it. So I'm going to start with the banana right here. This is the Cavendish banana. We've talked about it before in class. And this is a really interesting type of plant because if you were to look at wild bananas, they would be very different from the Cavendish that we see today. So I would like to show you a picture. This is a picture of a wild banana. Those are hard, dark seeds. Those are not edible. They're inedible seeds of the banana plant. And imagine having to eat that and then spit the seeds out, okay? Yes, there's nice juicy, white, pulpy flesh there that you could eat as an animal, and you would probably eat all of it, and then, as many of you told me before, poop it out, which would help it grow, which is true. But what does our banana today look like compared to this? Well, if we took a look at our banana today, there you go. You'd notice that the seeds do not look like the seeds in this wild banana plant. And that is because these are non-edible, sort of like, well, I wouldn't say non-edible. You can eat them. They're edible seeds, but they don't work. They're sterile. You can't even see them, actually. Well, if you wanted to, I guess you could dig them out. But nothing will grow from this plant. And the reason is because we don't grow Cavendish bananas by taking the seeds, or animals don't take the seeds and then poop them out and they grow again. We've developed this so that humans will eat it. And so therefore humans have to grow it. And in order to grow it, we actually just go to the bottom of the banana tree itself and just kind of pull apart where the roots are and rip off a chunk of it and grow it as a separate item. So, for example, let me see. Ooh, I'm going to have to go behind me to get something. All right. Here we go. So, this is a clove of garlic, and garlic grows underground. And you can, if you've ever cooked with garlic or done anything with garlic, you'll notice that you break off what are called cloves of garlic. All right, so these can be broken off. This can be planted in the ground. An entire giant head of garlic will grow. Here are the roots. And then you have all of these different cloves. So think of a banana plant, the Cavendish banana, as something like this at the base. If I was growing Cavendish bananas, I would just rip off what they call banana pips. I would rip these off and plant them, and a new banana plant would grow from that. And from there, you've got huge amounts of bananas. If you look up banana plants, you'll see on the internet there's so many pictures of how big sort of all the bananas are as they hang from the tree. Another cool thing I found out today is that you have a black light. These suckers glow blue in a black light. Has nothing to do with doing that for animals. It mostly has to do with what's going on inside the plant. But animals who see that type of fluorescent blue will notice that this is ripe at the right time and eat it. So, rare fact. So here's your job. For tomorrow's class, which is going to happen on Zoom, red block at 12 o'clock and purple block at 12:30. Same Zoom room, so if you want to show up early and just listen, totally fine with me. You want to stay late, totally fine. But what you're going to do is you're going to do a little bit of research. You're going to pick one plant, coconut, pineapple, anything you want, and you are going to research that plant and figure out what strategies does it use to get its seeds from one place to another. Are there any special parts of the plant that help it to successfully seed itself? And tomorrow, when you come to the Zoom meeting, I want you to either bring with you your special guest, which could be that plant okay, like this mango or an apple that you researched, or a picture of it that you either print out or you draw. So that will be your special guest star tomorrow. And you're going to tell us all about how that plant uses special structures and different ways of making sure that it keeps on making more of itself. So good luck. On Google Classroom, you will notice that there is a long list of all the different plants that I had in my kitchen, plus looking out my window, trying to figure out what plants are out there. So maybe you need to head outside. But hopefully that seed dispersal video that you watched earlier today will help you think of plants in a little different way. So see you guys tomorrow at noon. Good luck.